The quality of this camera is so bad. Right, hi everyone. Welcome to my Q&A answer video. I've never used a webcam before. I'm not too sure about this mic, but I'm going to try and bash it all out in one video, so pray for me there. You can see basically myself on that screen and the questions on that screen. So if I look over there a lot, that'll be why. I'm going to try and look at the webcam because I think that's what you're supposed to do, right? But we'll see how this goes. Question number 1 is from Saika. Number 1, Satsuki or Mamura? Mamura I always wanted for Suzume, and Satsuki I did not ship with Suzume because I wanted him for myself. Question 2, if you were a fruit, what kind of fruit would you be? Things tend to go pear-shaped for me, so a pear or meow. Oh, I don't know if you can hear this, but we're gonna have some cat cuddles. Do you prefer sweet or salty snacks? What is your favorite snack? Like, I like bananas and apples and... What is or are your favorite animes? It depends on what day it is, what mood I'm in. I say Sakamichi no Apollon and Mahotsukai no Yome, but I don't know. Right, Suya. Okay, wanna collab with me? Wink wink. Hell's yes. Like, Illenium? Anytime? Anytime? How can you be such a pro at editing? Teach me? Oh, bless you, honestly, to be honest. But right back at you, your always fucking goals, Suya. Jesus. What future projects can we look forward to? Difficult question, because I'm currently in like the worst editing slump ever. I'm working on a couple of things, and then Sad Songs, the map is coming out like really soon. Like next few days kind of soon. Or it's already out by the time you watch this video. Is Christina Sewell related to you? Yeah, you betcha. Ah, Kermit. Socks on or socks off? That depends on the level of homo that you're going for. Kenki Fukuoka, Kotaro, Matsushima. Well, I don't know anything about rugby. So Fukuoka because I like Fukuoka the city. Why you sterilize needles for lethal injections? If anyone actually has an answer to this, can you just drop it in the comments, because we really couldn't figure this one out. If a word is misspelled in the dictionary, would we know? Em, I love you too, Lucy. What do you look for in an edit? Oh, Jesus. Again, it depends on the edit, depends on the style, depends on the editor. Like, if I'm watching like a big studio map, then I'm looking for consistency between the parts, teamwork, a really solid theme. I'm a bit kinky for themes, and an ongoing style throughout the whole thing. If I'm watching an AMV, I guess I'm looking for a story, something a bit original, and scene selection that's not too overused. Those are the main things I'm looking for. But to be honest, stuff always has the capacities to surprise me. What encouraged you to lead a studio? Well, I kind of wanted to create a space where I could host MEPs with basically the criteria that I just described. So interesting themes that hadn't been done before, where people could really kind of branch out and do things outside their comfort zones. Did your family IRL friends discover your channel and hobby? If so, how did they all react? From the age of about 17, most of my friends in real life knew about it. My family, my dad is actually a film editor as a job, so he taught me how to use some of my editing software. Some of his colleagues taught me how to use my editing software, so that was definitely something that he knew about, and the rest of my family kind of don't care. Current favorite media to edit? Probably manga, like Yuri manga. What kind of songs do you enjoy editing the most? Illenium, and in general, I think kind of EDM, that kind of typical editing community stuff. Like, I'd love to edit with a couple of afters songs, but again, like, I'm worried about doing stuff that's been used too many times, so I don't know. Can I steal Cassie? Oh, yes, please do, because she's been wandering all over my desk and all over the place, and it's driving me crazy at the moment. So, yeah, she's all yours. Is water wet? Yes, and you can fucking fight me if you say no, because I've had this argument with quite a few people, and just water is wet, okay? Okay, good, got it. Do you know Joe? Yes, I do. He's one of my best mates IRL. I did not just say IRL out loud. No, he's one of my best friends in real life. He's a really, really clever dude. He's a chemist, he plays guitar like a beast, and most importantly, he watches Great British Bake Off. So yeah, he's a cool guy. Shout out to Joe. How long did it take you to learn editing, or how long have you been editing? I've been editing since September 2015, and I started on iMovie, and I did that for a few months. And then, as I said, one of my dad's colleagues taught me how to use Final Cut Pro, and then the same thing for Premiere about a year after that. Whip or dab? What are your favourite colours, and what are your favourite colours to edit? I'm really happy, Jen, that you separated these two questions, because my favourite colours are pretty much anything. As long as they fit with whatever, and as long as they're not orange. I like pretty much anything. But to edit, for some reason, pink and green together, and not in a really like gaudy kind of way. I mean like light pink flowers and green leaves, or like if I'm editing with Diva from Overwatch, that just makes my brain feel nice. Because Diva goes with Lucio, and Diva's pink and Lucio's green, and just for some reason that colour combo, it's just really nice. Or like blues and purples, obviously Galaxy, you all know I'm fucking kinky for Galaxy theme. So thank you for asking, because that's cool. What do you design for people outside of editing community? If not, you should. I actually don't. I've designed a couple of t-shirts for myself. I did a Lucio t-shirt, and I'm currently working on one. What is your favourite guilty pleasure shit? It's probably something from Harry Potter or Overwatch or like Macanzo. Does that count as guilty? I think that counts as guilty. What editing style do you enjoy editing the most? Again, depends on the mood. Like I've gone through phases where all I want to edit is manga, and then I've gone through phases where I'm just way too lazy to even touch it. In general, VFX. In general, I would say. Do you have any specific anime that you especially love using in your edits? Kyokai no Kanata seems to be the running theme. Beautiful art, beautiful story, easy scenes to manipulate. Do you have any editors who inspire you? If yes, then who? Okay, so the answer is obviously yes, and there's about 1,000 of them. Sol's team has been like such an inspiration for such a long time, specifically Ellery and Gortz, Sunlight, DNA, all of them, just amazing editors. Cassie, Le Cassiem, has always inspired me for Raw. I don't know how she does it, but it's magical. Every time, magical. And then who else? At the moment, every time I want to edit VFX, I will go on to Lucy or Mishi's channel. That's Fuzzbelly and Mishi. I'll link them in the description. Just honestly, go and watch their stuff. For scenery FX and for VFX, at the moment, I just can't find anyone else who is topping that level of detail and care in their edits, and it's just such an inspiration. I'll probably think of loads when I'm editing this, and I'll link them all in the description. Okay, I'm back, and I just wanted to show you my top 10 AMVs and top 10 MEPs, just to kind of cover the inspo questions, because I've realised that I was missing like a ton of people and a ton of channels and all of that stuff. So top 2 are Ellery, obviously. There's Umika, obviously. Chaiberry, Jay, major inspo for Raw and like flares, colouring, atmosphere stuff. Mochi, FX inspo, always. Lady Kuro, massive. Like she's one of my favourite editors last year. Every time I wanted to edit FX, I would go to her channel and see what she was doing. And Le Cassiem, as I mentioned. MDS, this was different from most MDS maps because this one was Raw. SNS, Not Giving Up, FX Goals. Eternity, Insane Heaven for Raw. Again, this was a Raw map, but I just loved the idea. YRS again, and Destination Evolution. So that is those. Sorry, just random interlude. Cereals before or after the milk, it's a serious question. I'm sorry, who the hell puts cereal after the milk? Is there anyone in the world who does that? Like, honestly, comment if you do, and you'll be an enigma to me forever. Do you use 3D camera? Yes, I do. I can definitely help you with that if you don't know how to use them. Oh my god, how are you so good at editing? Also, what made you start editing? Maddie, shut up. This is a lot of my inspo, like top senpai. So how dare you ask that kind of question? Also, what made you start editing? I watched a load of K-Project AMVs, and there was a song that I really liked that didn't have a K-Project AMV, and I was like, hey, you know what, I'm just gonna make it. What was it like embracing your first Yuri ever? My first Yuri was Tamen Degushi. The reason why I loved that so much was because it was fucking funny. So it was like just laughing a lot. What is your favourite Yuri and why do you prefer it from other ones? At the moment, my favourite Yuri is Nettai Kyo, the one about the salamander. And the reason I prefer that from others is The art is stunning. It doesn't move too fast. There's like, the romance is not canon yet, which is infuriating and beautiful in equal measures. There's no fan service, there's no smut, it's just drama, story, love it. What is the worst anime manga you've ever seen and why? The thing is, if I don't like an anime or manga, I'll normally stop reading it soon enough to not remember it. I might have to come back to that one because I'm not actually sure. This one is the worst anime I've ever watched. I watched the first arc and it was the most fantastic idea, the most fantastic story. Like, I was pretty fond of the main character. It seemed like the most promising thing ever, and then Asuna turned up. I stopped watching with the arrival of the little girl because I was like, you know what, they got married, that pissed me off. They got naked, that pissed me off. And then they got like a kid, no, not happening. And then apparently they changed the story as well to like go to other video games and stuff, and just can't deal. It was a good idea, completely butchered. That's my opinion on this. Don't shoot me. Did Dad really go to buy cigarettes? Let's not talk about your dad, okay? It's painful in here. If you had one single wish at this very moment, what would you wish for and why? I think I would probably have like a plane ticket, a magical plane ticket. I basically do like a tour of all of my online friends. Do you believe in alien penguins? Yes, and they are all marching for Heinz beans. Solidarity. Do you want to be a teacher one day? It seems like a really random question, but kind of yes. I'm really interested in the process of teaching languages, because obviously I've spent a lot of time learning them. I'm not sure how I deal with kids though. I've only ever really met one kid. He's currently 2.5 years old, so I couldn't teach him Japanese yet. So I guess I'll see. Sarah, here we go, Jesus. What inspired you to get into editing? Or kind of, as I said, like watching K-Project AMVs and wanting to edit them myself. How did you choose your very first username and what inspired it? Well, my first username was Mikoto028. Mikoto, obviously Suo Mikoto, the guy from K-Project. And 0208 is actually the area code for the telephones in my city. How did it feel when you first opened NT? So it was me and Law, we opened it together, and it was really fun actually. Like watching the auditions coming in and getting really excited about kind of making new friends and starting new projects. We weren't nervous because we had nothing to lose really. Were there any remarkably unpleasant experiences you went through during your editing journey? Yes. And we will say no more about that. What is the studio you constantly wait for a new map from? Bear with me. Destination Evolution Studio, Disparity Team. These two, obviously, I'm in the channel for them, so I always know when the maps are coming out, so it's not like really like I have to wait. Eternity Studio, frick, their comeback was so good. Like, I'm currently waiting for, I'm not going to say the name of it or anything like that, but if you need to know, go to Kinlack's channel. She posted her part on there. Like, obviously my friends' studios. Like, I know the Iris closed, and that was sad. But like, Honeysuckle Studios, all of the K-pop ones that my friends run, stuff like that. They make really cute maps, and it's just nice seeing all of my friends editing, you know? Limousine Studios at the moment is like blowing my mind. Like, every map is just stunning, and the themes are great, and the aesthetic is great, and the songs aren't overused at all. Like, sometimes I don't like the songs they use, but that's not even the point. Like, even when they use songs like Otaku Mode, that song, honestly, like, it made my head hurt for days. But the theme that they put with it and the aesthetic was just, it just looked so good. Waiting for their maps at the moment. Owl Studios, stunning VFX. Otherland, great effects as well. Speed of Sound, again, like, I'm in that studio, I know when the maps are coming, but just perfect raw every time. If you were able to go back to your first month in the editing community, would you, and why not? My reflex when I first saw this question was to say hells yes, and I'd do this differently and this differently, but no, like, I wouldn't. Like, you could ask me pretty much, would you go back and correct any mistake that you ever made? And the answer is no, because the way that things occur informs what happens afterwards, right? So even if you make mistakes and fuck shit up and it leads to things that aren't necessarily good, there's probably a value, and the good things that come out of other things might not have come out of them if it hadn't been for those things that had happened beforehand. Even if they might seem unrelated. Like, I don't know what would have happened differently if I'd gone back and corrected the mistakes I'd made in the editing community at the start, or the things that I had been too scared to do at the start. Like, if I'd done them at the start, maybe I would have been too scared to do them later. So, no, I think it's the way that I started wasn't perfect, but like, what is perfect? Thank you so much for asking. Thank you so much for 666 subscribers. If you've made it this far, congratulations. Like, you enjoyed my rambling for a solid 26 minutes. I've been recording. This will probably be cut down, but yeah, so thank you so much.